Hey YouTube, how y'all doing today? That's from a Fred Hammond song. Listen, I made a terrible mistake. You ever clicked on somebody as a subscriber and didn't realize what you were doing? Let's say, for instance, if you had subscribed to somebody, you had seen a video, and you found that this person was actually a Klan member, but you had liked some video that they had. They weren't talking about their hatred in that particular video, and you found out that you had subscribed to a Klan member. Here's my point. A couple of weeks ago, it must have been just a couple of weeks. I don't think I've been subscribed very often, but I subscribed to this person, the Oracle, because that means their videos show up on my thing. Now, I don't know what I was agreeing with her about or what it was, but of course, yesterday, her and Larry Nelson were having this beef, right? And so we clicked on to hear the beef, what was going on, right? And even right from the top, I just saw lots of homophobia in her speech, her hate speech. But I didn't particularly, I didn't jump on it, feel like I had to make a video about it. Until today, when she's saying she's unapologetic and so forth. I clicked on that video, and this woman was exposed to me. No, she's not a Ku Klux Klan member, but she is a very hateful person. She is extremely homophobic. She saw Billy Porter in some kind of gala, some event. Billy Porter was in one of his extravagant outfits, which is what he does in the show that he stars in, Pose. It's kind of his character. He plays it out in real life. He does extravagant things. But she went on with one of these old speeches. I felt like I was sitting in a classroom in 1972. This the feminization of black men. Oh, look what they're doing to the black man. The black man is born with the target on your back. You got to be hard. And she just said yesterday that she had to, her men have to have hard hats, masculine. Oh, yeah. And then she went off on that boy, Larry, and just all this shit accusing him. I mean, that's how I met Larry Nelson, was I had done something wrong concerning him, and I apologized for what I had said wrong. But this woman here, she's not apologizing for nothing, right? So she attacks his masculinity. She calls him a woman and so forth. And now she's attacking Billy Porter. And strangely enough, Janet Mock. Now, Janet Mock is a trans woman. Much more effeminate than this woman. Miss Oracle. I don't care about nobody's reputation, about how they can read, who they going to come. I wouldn't give a shit. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Why did this woman feel the need to come on and express her disdain for trans people or people who dress in drag? That is none of your goddamn business. She's defending, she says she has her opinion. I'm going to tell my opinion. Well, so does the Ku Klux Klan. Do you want to hear their opinion? Would you give a shit about how those people feel or what their hatred was? Why do we have to be exposed to yours? And let me tell you something, old woman. I'm only exposed to yours because I clicked on I subscribed to your page, and I don't know why, and I'm not willing to invest the time into figuring out why. But you got a real hard time with LGBT people. What is this wave of these people say, oh, I like those kind of gays, but not those kind of gays? I appreciate that, but I don't appreciate that. No, we put it all together. LGBTQI. I hope I have all the letters right. People who are different. We're all the same. You don't get to choose, well, I like that one, I don't like that one. Are you for human rights or not? Should all God's people be treated the same? We have to have the same stupid arguments. And this woman, now you came across, I don't know what your IQ is or nothing like that, but you came off extremely homophobic and extremely ignorant. I cannot stand somebody who is ignorant and stupid who would defend their right to be such. What are you defending? I'm stupid. I don't like that. Is that going to change that? Is Billy Porter going to take all of his elaborate outfits and burn them because you don't like them? Here's what I have to say about you. You say you have a right to your opinion. You can finish it. Your opinions. If your opinions are not encouraging, keep your goddamn opinions to yourself, old woman. See, that's why I've learned a new respect for my one of my favorites, Maya Angelou. And I know I quote this all the time. But I am so happy that I understand. She put words to it. Somebody showed you who they are, and I saw who you were today. I believe you. You're a bigot. You are a homophobe, and you are intimidated by these men because the ones you picked out today, now Billy Porter, he's a guy. He dresses in drag. Janet Mock is a beautiful, beautiful woman, a total success in her transition. You pick those two. And I'm looking at you in that car with that rag on your head. I'm saying, girl, she resents these men looking better than her. And you cannot deny, girl. All you would have to do is take your picture and put it next to those two pictures you posted today in your evil, hateful rant about Billy Porter. All three of them. You had Janet Mock, Billy Porter. Now put your picture next to it. And we can understand your hatred. Why? What is the point? You feel like if anybody in this planet puts on eyeshadow, then that means that is somehow an affront to the whole black experience? The feminization of black men? That shit from 1950s. Your mentality hasn't grown any further than that. So I don't support you people who feel like you just have to say what you feel, and you no matter what. No matter whose feelings are involved, you have to say what you feel. This is the drawback to things like YouTube. This is the drawback because we have to hear it. Of course, you are I'm unsubscribed from that. And I do not give a goddamn if you respond to this video or not. But your hatred is not wanted. It's not necessary. What does it help? What does it help for us to know that you have a disdain for effeminate gay men? Who gives a shit? There are so many problems with black men. I think that should be on the bottom run of your list of the things wrong with the black male experience. You want to talk about men beating on women? What about men, shiftless men, but don't work? You want to talk about all these celebrities where the man is ripping the woman off because she made all the money and he's taking it? What do you want to talk about? There's so many things you can talk about. Let's talk about baby daddies and baby mamas. Why don't you talk about that? What the hell is this one gay man being himself got to do with the feminization of the black race? How stupid. You sound like a goddamn fool. Oh, the white people don't do that. Stop worrying about what the white people are doing. Are you crazy? Yes, there are all kind of trans people, all kind of drag queens. Drag queen, that is an art form. You didn't know that about our community. You ain't take time to find out. What Billy Porter does, gender bending, it is an art form, highly respected in gay communities. There's always a place where you can go and see drag queens. I'm not talking about transgender people. I'm talking about drag queens. Just like you have things in the black community that you like, rap music, whatever is in your particular culture. In the gay culture, drag queens, that's kind of an art form, an accepted art form. Some people love it. Many drag queen clubs, I've been to several big ones. The audiences are straight. They like the art. It's just another expression of art. You sitting up there with that damn wet rag on your goddamn head, looking like ancient mama in some goddamn body. I would think that you would have other issues other than worrying about how pretty somebody else is looking. Enough said. Don't worry about their eyeshadow, honey. Figure out how you can make your face. I see. Be quiet, boy. You done pissed my goddamn dog off. I know there's hatred in the world. There'll always be hatred, ignorant people. But I am so glad. Thank you, Maya. You're right. I believe her. Come here. Come here, you precious dog. Get your bum up here. Be quiet. I'm sorry, people. The this construction people outside my window. And when the dog sees people outside the window, which is natural, he goes nuts. So excuse me for a moment. And I will be right back to talk to you a little bit more, Miss Oracle. I think I have a couple of things that I think you need to hear. Okay. Couple more things I think you need to hear. Okay. Here's why I feel like your hatred is unnecessary. People who are different in any way, you should have experienced this because you're fat. People different in any kind of way, they have a hard enough time. It's hard. It's hard being different. You know that from school. Remember those kids you used to pick on, tease, beat them up after school? Those people? It was hard for those people. You made their lives miserable. And you're still the same person, the Oracle. I don't know why you don't use your real name. I don't know why you got all dolled up for your thumbnail. But then you come on TV yesterday looking like you look more like a man than either of those girls, for sure. Work on yourself. Fix yourself up. That's why you made that fancy thumbnail, because you respect looking pretty. You want to look pretty. You want to be beautiful. Work on your own beauty. These people have a hard enough time trying to be themselves. The world is changing, but people like you are not changing at all, and you refuse to change, and you're going to drag us into your hatred. So no, I will not be looking at you anymore, Miss the Oracle. But to wear a name like the Oracle, it implies that you are an intelligent, you have some degree of intelligence. Coming on here sound like some goddamn banjo woman that is not intelligent. It's stupid. It's stupid to defend your hateful views. Obviously, these people, all of them have tremendous numbers. A lot of these people, these ones you hate so much, they have tens of thousands of people watching them. So you don't only offend that person, you offend the people who follow them. People who think it is okay to be yourself. If you weren't so insecure about how you look, you wouldn't have such a problem with these guys looking better than you. Take a look at it. If you're intelligent, you're the Oracle, take a look at the ones you're pointing out. They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I don't know about Billy Porter as a guy, but in that thing that he did, whatever it was, that event with the wings and all that kind of stuff, you look at that and then you look at yourself in the mirror, and I'm sure it's hard. That's a man. He's supposed to be a man. He looks better than you. And Janet Mock, you shouldn't even say that name. Your hatred does nothing for the world. I think it's awful that people like you still exist. They feel compelled to give us your view. Fuck your view. That's my view.